Morning, YouTubies. How's it going? Oops, there we go. How's it going? All right, this morning I'm having a barbecued steak sandwich. We went to Colton Steakhouse here in Sedalia, and we couldn't finish all our food, so I didn't want it to go to waste. Oftentimes when we go out to eat, if we have leftovers, you know, someplace like fast food or whatever, we have leftover food or fries or whatever, I give it to Jax. This was a little bit more expensive, and I wasn't going to give it to Jax. I was going to enjoy it. He oftentimes gets, when we have barbecue steaks and everything, we've actually cooked him a steak here and there because gotta spoil my baby. But in this case, he wasn't getting this. So, how you guys doing? Good, I hope. I got the ribeye steak, and Anthony got the barbecued ribs. We both got fries. I got okra. Oh, and his ribs came with what's my voice changing? He also got catfish with the ribs. It came together, catfish and ribs. And hush puppies. Seems like there's something else, but I don't remember what it was. I don't remember. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. So I added, Anthony cut it, and then I added a little bit of, what do you call it? Sweet Baby Ray's to it. I love that stuff. I recently tried the sweet and spicy Sweet Baby Ray's, but it's almost a little bit too spicy for me. I got where if I'm mixing like pork and beans, I add a little bit of barbecue sauce to it. I add just a little bit of the Sweet Baby Ray's, the sweet kind, and then I add just a hint of the spicy. That actually makes it really good. Dad likes his barbecued beans, so I fixed it up for him once. So, oh my gosh. That's good. It's a good way to use up leftover steak and ribs. How are you guys doing? I don't remember if I asked there or not. I think I did, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. Got my steak wouldn't fall out here, I think. A piece of it. I thought maybe it was. The steak was really good when we got it, or when I got it, but it's good this way too. I don't know what I was thinking when I ordered it. They had a 12-ounce ribeye steak, and they had a 16-ounce. So I got the 16-ounce. Don't know why. Because I knew I was going to get full. Because I get full and I look at food and I get full. It's beautiful out today. A little bit cloudy, but not bad. The clouds are starting to disappear a little bit. Well, maybe. I don't know about that. Mm. It needs to rain so I don't have to take the car to the car wash. Car's in bad need of car washing. Like, very bad. Let's put it this way. The backside, I'm surprised somebody hasn't came along, or even myself, and say, wash me. We live on a gravel road, so it tends to get, our car tends to get very dusty. Plus, my dog, the little dirt ball, has completely destroyed the fenced-in backyard. There's no grass, well, barely any grass and moss left. He's dug everything up, and it's all just mostly dirt now. Dry dirt, dusty dirt. Like, Jax. You pat him, and you just see poofs of dirt flying. I've been brushing him quite often to kind of get some of that, excuse me, dirt out of him, but he loves getting down there and rolling his dirt. Took him to the park yesterday because we've been sick with the COVID and everything else. It's been like 3.5 weeks, 3.5, 4 weeks since I've been able to take him to the park. I go out and play with him, play fetch and stuff like that, you know, to have at least a little bit of activity with him. But I haven't been up to actually taking him to the park because between being sick and then feeling weak because of being sick and, you know, not active myself. So my body was weak. It's been a rough month. So he was like super excited yesterday about going to the park, and oh my gosh, he pulled me like I was Santa's sleigh, worse than usual, because he was so excited. So that really wore me out big time because of that. But at the same time, I loved how he was just like so excited. I went to put the harness on him before we even went anywhere. He was so excited. He was quivering and whimpering, like, like, yes, I get to go to the park. I get to go to the park. That kind of a thing. I was like, yes, you get to go to the park. He's so funny. And then when we get to the park, if we park at the park, and then if we just for fun back out of the parking spot to see what he'll do, he carries on. I was like, well, actually, he starts whimpering, and because he knows he's at the park, he wants to get out and, you know, walk around and stuff, smell and everything, as I call it, sniffaries. I let him sniff around everywhere. I let him lead the way when we walk. I let him sniff around where he wants to. But yeah, if we get ready to pull out, he's like, no, I want to go to the park. He's hilarious. I love that dog. I swear he is the best thing that has happened to me in a long time. Like, and my therapist has noticed that each time I talk about him, well, the cats too, but each time I particularly talk about Jax, I guess my face just lights up and I'm like all smiles when talking about him. I can't help it. He's amazing and so smart. Like, talk about dad and stuff. I'm like, but talk about Jax is like, he's just so amazing. I found out the other night, and at least part of why he's been barking at night, like a lot on some nights, probably more, more so than other nights. I've noticed he doesn't bark just to be barking. He's very he barks when alerting that somebody or something is out there in the woods behind our property. And oftentimes I think it could be just a raccoon or deer just, moseying through the woods, whatever. But there have been times he goes crazy. And I found out it's because we have coyotes in the area, which I knew we had coyotes because our previous neighbor, like a year ago, had shot at, didn't shoot, but shot at to scare, I don't know if it was a coyote or a pack of coyotes. I'm not sure which, but scared them off. And that's the last I heard about any coyotes in the area. Till the other night. I was sitting outside with Jax. I've had him for 5 months now. And the other night was the very first time I've heard coyotes. I heard a pack of them. It sounded like 10, but it was probably only like 3 or so. But it freaked me out because my first time I'm thinking, what is that? It sounds like a pack of hyenas. This is Missouri. We don't have hyenas. Well, it was coyotes. So, which at the time I was texting on the phone with a friend, talked to him about how I realized it was coyotes, and he was warning me about probably need to reinforce our fence and things like that. Excuse me, and get some, what do you call it, motion detector lights and things like that to help scare coyotes away, because they can be very dangerous. I found out from him. I guess not long ago he had a Belgian Milanese, something like that. Basically almost like a German Shepherd, but Belgian. And from what I understand, they're like a very brave dog and like won't back down out of a fight and stuff like this. And I guess his dog was defending the pit bulls. They had pit bulls also, defending the pit bulls, and the pack of coyotes attacked his dog, and went for the jugular and killed her. So like, oh, I didn't know they'd do that. For one thing, I didn't know they ran in packs. It makes sense because dogs, they're a dog in the dog family, the canine family. So it makes sense, but I just had never thought of it before. I found out there's a lot of things I don't know about coyotes. The only thing I think of when I think of a coyote is the cartoon, Roadrunner. So now I had that tune in my head, Roadrunner. I can't remember how the rest of it goes, but I got that tune in my head. So, but yeah, I didn't know we had coyotes like that in the area where they run in big old packs. So I know now. And that explains a lot of why he goes crazy some nights, running the fence line, barking nonstop. So, Jax, that is my dog. But yeah, I've had him for 5 months now. Officially 5 months. That's the first time I've ever heard him howling. So, I'm going to be doing a little bit of research on coyotes and find out more information about them and excuse me, ways to protect my baby. So I don't want him getting attacked. I'd be devastated, which I'm sure my I know my friend was devastated too when he lost his dog, because, you know, pets are become part of the family. So, yeah. Anthony and I were driving home the other day and seen a big old buck, and I guess his lady, the doe, call it his lady, but they were like 4 or 5 feet away from the car. Like, wow, if I'd had my camera handy in time, I could have got a beautiful picture of him. But of course, when it comes to taking pictures, oftentimes I have the worst timing. At the time I'm getting ready to take a picture, whatever it is done gone half mile down the road. So, I'm getting full. It was good. It was like, we don't normally go out to expensive places, but this is a date night, particularly for his birthday, because we didn't really get to celebrate Anthony's birthday, which is October 9th. We didn't get to celebrate his birthday because he had surgery that day. He had to have a new fistula put into his arm up here to be able to hook up to the machines at dialysis. This is his third fistula he's had to have put in. The first one he had put in was in his wrist, and the day before he was actually able to use it, he fell and broke his wrist. So that eliminated what the heck was that? Eliminated him being able to use that one. So then they had to put one in the other wrist, and I guess it crapped out and didn't work right or something. The surgeon didn't put it in right or something. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But so he had to go back in for a third time, and the doctor, I guess, tried to put it in his wrist again in a different spot, and it didn't work. So during the same surgery, he just went ahead and put the fistula up in his arm up here, and oh my gosh, for like 2 weeks, it looked horrible. He's like all bruised up and like very deep bruise. It's like, ugh. So that's what he had to have done on his birthday. He didn't have to have it done, but that's the first surgery date they had that they mentioned. So he just went ahead and said, okay, that we just get it done over with. So we didn't get to celebrate his birthday. So that's what we did the other day. We went to the steakhouse. Like I said, we don't normally spend high dollar on when going out to places, but this time, since it was for his birthday, belated birthday, it was like $30 for my plate of steak and food and everything, and like $30 for his. So it was a little bit pricey. It's probably the priciest we've spent for a whole year. Doesn't happen very often at all. So normally when it comes to birthday stuff, we just cook at home, but with both of us not feeling good lately because of the COVID and everything else, we just thought, we'll just go out to eat. Just spend a little bit and enjoy ourselves. And so that's what we did. So that's how we got the leftover steak. if it was that pricey, I wasn't going to let it go to waste or let it go to Jack's. The dog. Let's see what time it is. Oh, I guess I better finish up here. I'm getting full anyway. So, anyway, I'm going to scoot then. If you guys are new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. And I'll catch you guys again later. Whew, that is filling. All right, bye-bye.